Hey guys, Damein here at Jedari. Welcome back to the Sales Mastery. This is course 1, Getting Past the No. This is a huge part that I wanted to get into first. I wanted to dive in because I think that getting past the no is a big problematic area for a lot of people that struggle. I myself had a little bit when I first got into sales over 10 years ago. Hearing that word no, it's probably one of the most difficult things you can as a salesman. It makes you immediately feel like you're not doing your job right. What did you miss? Why aren't they seeing what you're saying? You feel misunderstood. It's a really hard thing to get past through your career. And it's usually early on that you have these feelings. So for some of you guys that are maybe starting out and maybe you're trying to kind of get your business started, you're trying to show up for people and get your message across so they can see the value in what you have, I wanted to go over this part because the no's are going to happen. Doesn't matter what you do, you're going to hear a no. You can be the best salesman in the world, do the best presentation, and you're still going to have a no. So I wanted to tackle this first before we get into some other parts here of what the sale is and how to go about some other pieces in the process, just because I think it's very important to really tackle this and understand. So the first part, guys, if you look at this, one of the things that I wanted to really put out there and just kind of help you get over that first no that we have typically is very instinctive. I like to kind of put a storyline to this, or analogy rather. If you're walking down the road and a random person comes to you, or let's say a random person comes to your door, immediately our walls are up. No, not interested. No, we don't even want to hear what they have to say. Okay, that is instinct. That's a protection. That is a wall up, and I still do it to this day, even as a salesman. The thing is we don't know if that guy just knocked on our door or approached us on the street because we were the lucky winner of $1 million. Okay, and if they're going to be persistent, we usually end up listening, even myself. So the part about this is really getting past that first no, knowing that they're not saying no to you or what you are actually giving or selling or what product you have. They're saying no, that they just don't want to be bothered right now. And the reason why is because they don't know what you have to offer. So you have to get past that first no, and usually by that first no, you've experienced a few questions and answers, and you know that whether or not your product or service is going to help this person. If you genuinely believe it, that first no should mean nothing. You know that it's not a no to you. They just have their walls up, and you want to push forward and get past that. So again, very important just to know that first 1, maybe 2, even 3 no's are very instinctive. It's not so much about you or not a good presentation. It's about them having their walls up and not truly understanding you. So you got to look at that no, first, second, third no, as a good thing. That is now meaning that you are 2, 3 more steps ahead of your way, on your way to a yes. No's get you to the yes. No's are a way for you to engage more and a right to continue into your sell and into your presentation. So just realize that, and always, of course, if you are truly believing in what you have and this is going to help them either solve a problem or fulfill a need they have, getting past that no is very easy because when you believe in it, you have a new way of kind of going forward. If one of your family members has something going on and they're kind of denying your help, but it's something serious, you are going to help them. You're going to push forward and you're going to make sure that you continue because you're not taking their no personal. You're like, no, I'm here to help you. I love you. So put it that way too. You're here to help these people, and that's going to allow you to push forward. Another analogy I like to use is when we're a kid and we're walking through the check stand, we're always looking at that candy. It's always there. For some reason as a kid, we immediately pass the objection. Well, how come I can't have the candy, Mom? What if I do extra chores? We started negotiating. So you got to realize sometimes a no is also for these people to get a further amount of assistance from you. They want you to sell them a little bit more. They want to see what you have to offer. So take it as a good thing. No's are 1 step closer to a yes. So wanted to get through the kind of that first no and what these no's usually mean in the beginning and why it's important to get past them. The next section on the no part, guys, very important thing that I still keep in mind to this day when I get on a phone call is the 80% rule. Now what that means is 80% of all yeses or the close is going to happen after the 5th no. Okay, and that's just a statistic that's in sales. Now the fifth no can mean a few things. For me, I like to try to close everybody on a one call. I like to get it done and over with. The reason for that is the first call, if you can get them to close, it's always going to be the strongest. Immediately you did your job right, they were connected with you, and they're all about it. But you got to remember that the fifth no can also mean the fifth time that you guys have met. It's your fifth appointment, it's your fifth meeting, and maybe you've been talking for about a week. You've been negotiating, you've been talking, you've been handling questions and trying to solve their problems. And again, that could be by the seventh day you've spoken with them. They've told you no a few times, but you still get to that rescheduling. Let them think about it. So keep that in mind, guys. Again, for me, I try to get to those fifth no's all through the first call, get all their objections handled, continue to tell them why they need what they need, and why this is going to help. And again, guys, after fifth no, if you are truly believing that you are going to handle and service their needs, it just makes it easier to continue. And you want to be very, very serious and very caring in the fact that you're trying to help and that this is their solution. So a couple things there, guys, with getting past the no. Just a quick short video to kind of get through a very important part of the sales process. Until next time, I will see you on course 2, and y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.